is my first time going live on this YouTube short feed, and I hope this and by the end of this video we get to know each other. Not only that, this is going to be a Q&A, get to know me, I'll get to know you. Any questions about how I dealt with my setbacks, how you're dealing with yours, it would be amazing to get those out of the way. But currently, I'm going to tell you this story. Throughout my life, there's been tons of setbacks, whether it be like being blind and just things not being accessible and just learning from those experiences. Not only that, you get to see people's true colors, whether you like it or not. There's a lot of kind people in the world, but then again, there's a lot of people that like to feed their ego. And in this channel, I talk a lot about learning lessons through my experiences, whether it's through a vlog. Talking heads are amazing, but I feel like people learn by showing you what I'm doing out there, right? Going out there in the wild and having these experiences and you coming along and seeing me mess up and frustrated. For example, I don't know if you've seen that IKEA video that I couldn't find my dresser. That was pretty frustrating, I dare say, but a couple years ago, I had so much pride. I probably would have been mad, would have been like kicking a wall or something, would have been ruminating about the situation. But this time I was able to, say, oh, well, I let it go because it was just fun. Fun looking for the dresser, fun just exploring the whole store because IKEA's huge. Yes, it has the arrows, but it's wild out there, y'all. I'm currently learning how to do this whole chat thing on the shorts feed, and maybe I'm talking to myself. Maybe there's nobody on the live, but I am so used to talking online with nobody watching. And I remember in the beginning, I was so freaking nervous. I was like, oh my God. I was sweating. I would have to start all over. I had to get like 5 napkins. And I was like, damn, this light, because I didn't have a ring light. I was just using, those lights that you have in the living room. And I was like, why am I sweating so much? This is crazy. I need to start all over. I did a bunch of retakes. And when you go live, for example, this live is gonna be recorded. It's gonna stay there for a little bit on YouTube, and you need a little bit of structure, and I love structure. But today I wanted to see who was going to hop on, who was going to be receptive to the live, who's going to ask questions, how can I improve this live. So it's going to go everywhere. And then I plan to go live on various platforms because when I'm done here, I'm probably going to go somewhere else. But I feel like right now I feel a little I have a lot of energy because I'm doing a detox. And this detox, I started it yesterday or 2 days ago. Honestly, my brain is blurring out, but it's been kind of intense because I could only do juice. Like yesterday, I could eat fruit, I could eat vegetables, I had a hummus wrap. No, 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 it was lentil wrap, my bad. And today, no food whatsoever, just fruit. Trying to cleanse my liver from all that drinking I used to do. But I think it's gonna be worth it. I think it'll be worth it. Hi, at Silly Doodless. How's it going? Where are you joining from? Let me know in the comments. I'm so glad you hopped on, getting to check out the live. But I was just talking about my detox, and today's my second day, and it's going good. But my boyfriend is eating food in front of me, and I'm like, I want to try that. He's like, oh yeah, taste this and see how it goes. He's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, you can't eat. I'm like, how dare you do this to me? So That's where we're at today. Hi, Luna. How's it going? I'm so glad you were able to hop on. Let me know where you're joining from. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I want to get to know you guys. I also want to know what you guys would want to watch. I want to make this live a good show one day. Like, what should we do? So, to get to 1,000 subscribers, I was thinking I'm going to get a whiteboard. I'm going to braille everybody's name that gets me to the 1,000 subscribers. And I'm going to put it, where can I put it? Maybe I'll hold it. I don't know because it's the wall, the bathroom's behind me, so I still have no idea where I'm gonna place it, but that's still gonna be in the works. My name is Vivian. What is my last wish? Man, I don't know. To be satisfied in life, to complete at everything that I wanted, to travel the world, to be wiser, to be better, to leave a legacy, to build something big. What is your last wish? That is such a good question. I love the questions. I love the greetings, but those are definitely great. I also want to eventually create like a hot seat type of thing. Like we bring people on. If you guys have any questions, like we could talk. I want to hear you guys' voices. I do enjoy the chat though. Like if you ask me any questions or what do you want to see? Like blind wise, like do you want to see more motivational travel videos? Like um day in my life. Like, those are kind of boring because if they don't have like value, like something important that you're gonna take, that you're gonna use in your life, then for me it wouldn't be valuable. Like I don't like showing like videos where I'm just like gratification for myself and you guys don't get nothing. For example, that video of me going to the coffee shops and getting coffee, trying the three best coffee shops. Was it three or four? I don't know. If anybody's seen that video, check it out. But I think it was three. That video did so good. I wasn't expecting that because I was so like enjoying myself at the coffee shops. I didn't think it was gonna get where it was. And I did a thumbnail, a blind girl doing a thumbnail is like you need like a thumbnail designer, right? Hi, Monica. How's it going? Thank you for giving a like. It definitely means a lot. I appreciate it. Lives are just a way to get to know all of you guys, to start getting to know what you guys are looking for because value is everything. And I could talk about lots of things. For example, me dealing with anxiety and how I overcame it, right? Couple years ago, I was just scared and anxious because I never wanted to use the white cane. If you're visually impaired, you don't want to get seen differently in public. So you try to hide your disability and you get into a lot of trouble, right? So I always would be paranoid, like, oh my God, I'm gonna get on the bus, I'm not gonna find a seat. What is the people gonna think? What a bus driver gonna think? And if I were to accept who I was a long time ago, life would be definitely be so much easier and smoother, right? Now I carry my cane everywhere I go, and I love it. When I don't have it, I'm like anxious. A couple weeks ago, I took my dog, right? And I was gonna go to the bar. And I totally forgot. I was like, oh my God, I forgot my cane. I'm not gonna go to this bar. It's gonna be dark. It's gonna be scary. And I like it. I like having the cane to identify, I'm gonna need a little bit of help. And you may think people are nicer when you have your cane. Yes, they are, but some people are still, messed up, which it doesn't matter. I like it. But other than that, like nowadays, I feel like being authentic is the key to happiness in life. People say, "Oh, what's the key? Is it things? Is it status? Is it money?" But I think the simplest things and being yourself and just following your gut on your instincts on what you want to do, where you want to go, the things you want to pursue, like your passions, even like if you have a lot of work, if you go to school and you're like, I don't have time for my passion, make time. For example, at lunch, when you're at lunch in school, when you're at lunch at work, what else? Wake up earlier and you'll notice that you can get a lot of things done. For example, I wake up really early. Sometimes I get to work an hour early, and what do? I edit my videos so they'll be ready. I post my videos in the middle of work. People may say, "Why is she posting videos? Isn't she supposed to be productive in her life?" But honestly, I don't care what people think. The videos are posted because I worked on them in the morning. I'm just checking out the comments, y'all, trying to make sure that I'm answering all of them before I begin on chatting. But I think there's moments where you feel like overwhelmed, right, with things, especially when you get older, when you hit your high 20s, your early 30s. And sometimes we spend on all the wrong things, like stuff. And I feel like I save a lot of my money on just because I want to go travel. I went to London and it was crazy. It was awesome. It was a long flight, but only because somebody has a disability or thinks that, oh, it's too expensive. You could save up money if you wanted to. You just have to let go of a lot of things. Like drinking costs a lot of money, food costs a lot of money, new clothes cost a lot of money. Take what you need, go travel, take a backpack. I took a luggage, obviously, but the great experience is trying new foods, walking around and thinking, oh, would I move to London? Personally, I would not move to London just because that would be definitely so far away from my family, and I'm definitely family oriented, but maybe one day I will consider it, but no. I still love that. And even though people will not understand like your viewpoint as to why don't you have your life together? Why are you traveling? Why aren't you having kids? Why aren't you married? Just know that if you're happy and you don't need any of that stuff to like, show how far you've gone, and especially people that are saying, "Oh my gosh, why haven't you bought a house? Why are you stable?" That's just things to show other people that apparently you are living your life to the fullest. You are having your things together, but in reality, your life is chaotic. Many people want to see things manifest on the outside, but we forget to work on the inside. And that's why I decided, you know what, even though a detox for my liver is going to be hard, even though I'm going to want to give up and want to eat food, it has to be done. It teaches discipline, it teaches adaptability, and it teaches you how far you can go, right? How far you can push your limits because only you know how to push your limits. Nobody else is going to tell you do it or not do it. You can give up whenever you want. People's opinions, they're only seeing you on the outside, but they're not seeing what you're going through. A couple months ago, I was dealing with these intense hives and they were coming, and not even the doctors knew what was going on. And I was freaking out. The doctors didn't know. I'm like, what do I do? And I started taking what's the medicine for allergies, and they eventually it took 6 months. They went away, which was amazing. But they haven't come back ever since. But I don't want everything to catch up to me, and I don't want to excuse it. I'm getting old. Like my body's already, like I'm 30. My body is not gonna be doing those things. I'm like barely like not even middle age yet. So my health shouldn't be that much of an issue. And if it is, if I could correct it, if I have control over it, I will. There are moments that you always have to just take the leap of faith. Like, do I know that detox is gonna bring me back into healthy? Is I can't see my liver on the inside, right? I can't see if everything, all the toxins are coming out of it, if my health is gonna regress. I mean, I took a blood work test. Everything looked perfectly fine, my cholesterol levels. But there's just moments that you know something's going on with your body. But then life is too good, right? The food is good. I'm comfortable. How do I socialize if I cleanse? Nobody is just gonna want to walk around or like because you can't do it that much strenuous things when you're detoxing. You can't go grab a coffee, you can't go grab a beer. Coffee is one of my favorite things and I had to quit it. I don't know if you're a coffee lover, but I love the smell of coffee. Yesterday we got a package and it smelled like coffee. I was like, oh my god, is it for us? But no, it was the wrong address. But I really wanted to open it, I really wanted to have it. But this is where I'm at, and it's the middle of the year, and I think I need to get my goals in order for 2027. 2027 is another big year. We're getting to 2030. By 2030, I want to have something more stable, something that life is a little more predictable. Even though life and routine is, I just want something bigger. Everybody wants something bigger, right? Something that you can fall back on and have that safety net and say, I am good. I'm taken care of. As I was walking my dog, I saw this guy. Well, we know him. He's our neighbor. And he has a bunch of real estate properties, like a bunch. And he's like, yeah, every house he has in a lot of places. And I'm like, man, this person invested in real estate. And real estate was such a good thing to invest when you were young. And we're never taught this. Like, but now real estate is kind of iffy because like just the market itself, not that many people are buying. And I think being prepared for life, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, you have to have all of these aspects balanced. You can't be just physically fit and think you're going to have everything together. You can't be emotionally have emotional control and think that you are a master of your emotions, and you can't be too spiritual because then you're gonna have this thing that you're too spiritual and everyone's below you. If you balance them all together, I think you'll be a little humble and you'll be able to relate to people, implement all these three things: physical, spiritual, and mental capacities. And right now, I feel like everyone's just split between one or the other, and we're too thinking one is better than the other, but in reality, we need them all. For example, I am very logical, so I am currently thinking of strategies, mental mapping. I forgot my spiritual side, maybe because I'm in the city, I don't know. And physically, I do work out, so that one's taken care of, and I'm doing the detox. So I'm trying the best that I can to be as fit, as healthy, and obviously going to the doctor. A lot of people say I'm scared to go to the doctor because I don't want to check my levels, or what if I have an illness, or what if I'm sick? But it's important. I feel like the body is the vehicle of our life. So why not help it out a little bit? give it a little reset, give it a little, what do you call it? Love by doing what it needs. Hmm. I'm currently looking at the chat. What can we do here? This live has things to do like play games, but I can't play that. Hide and seek. What the heck? 21 minutes. I think 21 minutes is such flew by so fast. And I was such a nice thing to chat with everybody on the live. Not sure who showed up, but it kind of gives me a little gauge how YouTube Shorts, how many people get pushed out, probably 5, I believe, and so on. So perhaps next time we can reach more people and we can get this Q&A going. But overall, the live experience has been really great. I just need to come on here a little more often. And if you like the chat, if you like my vibe, remember to subscribe. And remember, if you're the one that currently helps me get to 1,000 subscribers, I will write your name on the board. I will obviously carry it with me. I'll keep it because the people that got me to 1,000 would be like, that would be amazing. I'm not gonna forget you. And ow, has anybody like ever taken a breath and like felt like pain on your chest? That's how I feel. It's so weird. I'm trying to fix the screen, guys. But I think this is where I'm gonna finish the live. It was fun hanging out here, and I'll be back.